To succeed, you need to separate yourself from 98% of the world's population. You can undoubtedly become part of that select 2%. Do not see every failure as the end of the world. Learn the lesson and move on. Don't sit on your failures like they are ashes. Start again and think big. We may appear to be civilized, but in reality, the world is harsh and people are ruthless. They may smile at you, but behind those smiles is the desire to take you down. Be confident. It is a true magnet that will always attract people to you. Show me a person without confidence and I'll show you a loser. Life presents Donald Trump, Life Rules, 8 Key Tips on the Road to Success. Donald Trump is not just a businessman. He is someone who has made his name a global brand. He was never a poor guy who dreamed all his life of escaping poverty. From the moment of his birth, Trump was a millionaire thanks to his parents. His father, Fred Trump, was a construction magnate and millionaire. And Donald Trump himself managed to multiply this family wealth through his business acumen, making his family billionaires. We won't talk about his good or bad deeds in the context of this video. It's irrelevant. But to understand his secrets of success, we need to delve into his mindset. I recommend listening to what successful people say, watching their interviews and drawing conclusions. Some of their statements can be truly beneficial and eye-opening. Let's find out what made Donald Trump so successful and influential. Put your heart into what you do. If during the work week you only count the hours and minutes until the weekend, you'll never become a billionaire. Even if you sell lemonade, you have to love it. Success in any business requires passion. I am a billionaire and I am proud of it. For billionaires, work and pleasure are the same. Never take a vacation. You don't need it. If your job isn't enjoyable, then you're not working where you should. Even while playing golf, I keep doing business. Follow your instincts. Achieving success in life and business is not a group activity like learning English. Always trust yourself. You may have successful university degrees, but without those natural instincts, it will be very hard to rise to the top and stay there. Every person has those natural signals that tell you whether to make a deal or not, or to interact closely with certain people. Everyone will experience highs and lows in their career, but you can endure them if you're prepared. My ability to foresee potential problems has often saved me from wasting my energy. I've always been and will always be a very cautious person, but not a pessimist. Better call it positive thinking with a realistic outlook. Don't be afraid to hit back. If someone pressures you morally, respond in kind. If someone insults you, defend yourself with all your might. Trust no one. I understand this may not seem like good advice, but even your best friend can seduce your spouse. Express thoughtful, provocative opinions in front of colleagues to see their reactions. I often make outrageous remarks in meetings to see if others will agree or resist. It's a great way to assess those who sit with you at the table. We may seem civilized, but the world is harsh and people are ruthless. They may smile at you, but behind those smiles is the desire to take you down. Predators in the jungle kill for survival, but people kill for fun. Even friends may stab you in the back. They want your job, your home, your money, your spouse, and your dog. Enemies are even worse. You must know how to defend yourself. My motto is to hire the best, but trust them in nothing. Learn the great art of forgetting. Move on and don't dwell on the bad things that happened to you. Consider every failure a step towards ultimate victory. Don't see every failure as the end of the world. Learn the lesson and move on. Don't sit on your failures like they are ashes. Start again and think big. Our thoughts determine whether we stay afloat or sink into despair. Pay attention to your appearance and clothing. I assert that clothing says a lot about a person before they even open their mouth. There were times when I was proud of buying cheap suits. It seemed illogical to pay $1,000 for clothing if I could get it for $50. But over time, I realized how wrong I was. Now I buy expensive, high-quality clothes, and they seem eternal. Remember one simple rule: dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. Look in the mirror more often. You should be proud of what you see. If you look messy, so will your business. Show me a person without confidence and I'll show you a loser. Always be optimistic, but be prepared for anything. Good times are always the result of your hard work and constant dedication in the past. What you do today is the key to tomorrow's results. If you want to reap the rewards tomorrow, plant the seeds every day. If you weaken your concentration even for a minute, you'll start to regress. The only way to get rich is through realism and extreme honesty. Break away from the world of illusions that exist only on magazine pages and TV screens. It's not as easy as it seems. Life is tough and people suffer serious injuries. So if you want to win, you need to be as tough as nails and ready to work with your elbows and fists. The greatest success comes when you swim against the current. Always take responsibility. To succeed, you need to separate yourself from 98% of the world's population. You can undoubtedly become part of that select 2%. Intelligence, hard work, and carefully thought-out investments have nothing to do with it. There is a recipe for success that the top 2% live by, and you can follow it too to succeed. If you want to join the top 2%, you need to learn to find creative solutions to seemingly unsolvable problems. Think big, but remain realistic. Frankly, there are many ways to build a career, but the best way is to be born in the right place and in the right family. But jokes aside, my advice is not to burden your children with unearned wealth. It can paralyze them and take away their desire to work hard and achieve their own success. I am richer than my father, but I did not start from scratch. I had a great foundation. My father was always a wonderful example of an entrepreneur for me. I grew up next to him not only as his son, but also as a businessman. To achieve some of my goals, I had to wait 30 years. Therefore, patience and enthusiasm are needed to achieve your set goals. Think big, but be realistic.